Hello everyone, I'm back with another Salesforce interview preparation series. So in this video, I'm going to explain this one question in the detail, database.query versus database.query with binds. Many few people know about this, and that's why interviewer asked this question, because this is tricky, this is the new concept, and as you know, my content is all about the latest and new concepts, new things. Okay, I do not make videos of repetitive things and usual things that's already available on YouTube, Google, Trailhead, everywhere. So do subscribe to my channel if you want more such videos. So let's get started with this question. What is the difference between database.query and database.query with binds? These both syntaxes are used for dynamic SOQL query, but it has some difference, and database.query had some limitations, had some drawbacks. That's why Salesforce came up with database.query with binds to enhance that support of bind variables. I'll explain it how so that it will be clear to you. Database.query had some limitations, like here you cannot compare field 1 with direct my variable dot field 1 variable. So here you need to assign it in the string first, and then you can add it in the query. So this was the resolution there, otherwise you would get variable does not exist error. Okay, now to enhance this behavior, Salesforce came up with database.query with binds. Now here what happens is, so with this method your bind variables in the query are resolved from map parameter directly with a key. So after database.query, your dynamic SOQL is going to enhance a lot. But first of all, what is the syntax of it? So database.query is going to accept the query. Okay, so the first parameter is query, string parameter. Then the second parameter is of type map. So it's going to accept the map. So map will look like this. Okay, so this map is going to consist of the bind variable name and the value. Okay, so here account name is the bind variable that you want to add it in the query, and the value that you want to fetch is Acme Corporation, for example, but this map will be dynamic in the real-time scenarios, but this is just an example. Okay, so you have this map that's going to be dynamic in the real time, and then you are passing this map to database.query with binds. So first parameter is string query, second is map, and third is access level. So you can define if you want to run this query with user mode or system mode. The main two things are just pass the query and bind variables. Okay, so it's going to resolve all your bind parameters directly from this map. Okay, so to answer this question, you can say in interview, the difference between these two lies in how they handle the dynamic SOQL queries and bind variables. Okay, so there are this couple of new methods. Okay, database.queryLocator with binds, database.countQuery with binds. So these methods are new and they are provided to support bind variables more effectively. Okay, bind variables in the query are resolved from a map parameter directly with a key rather than Apex code variables. Okay, so to summarize, you can tell this to the interviewer if you face this question in the interview. Okay, so this is the trailhead page of this database.query with binds. So the main key difference is, suppose here you are passing account name. Okay, you have this map of bind variables account name. The main key difference is the account name variable isn't in the scope when the query is executed in this method. This is your class and account name is nowhere in the scope of this query, still it will execute. That's the key difference over here. Some more considerations to note over here, that the key of this map is going to be case sensitive. Okay, so ACCT name with capital A and small a is different. This variable ACCT name should match with this exactly. So this is case sensitive. And to make this question more confusing, they can ask what is database.count query with binds. So this is going to return the number of records that a dynamic SOQL query will return when executed. So if the interviewer asks you to write down the code to explain the difference, you can give them this short example. First method is to show the old syntax database.query, where you have to pass this parameter separately, but in the database.query with binds, once you pass the query as first parameter, then the second parameter is map, and that map is coming from somewhere else to this method. Okay, so this map is not in the scope, and this map is going to be your bind variable and then value. Okay, So this map is going to come to this method from somewhere else, and then you are going to directly pass this map to this method. And you can mention the access level, user mode, system mode. It's up to you. If you mention access level dot user mode, then the access level of user will be enforced in the query, and the effect will be, you will see the difference in the result of the query. Okay, so how many records will be written by the query is determined by the access level that you define. Okay, you can read more about it, or I can make a separate video about this whole concept, but here the main focus is Database.query_with_binds. Simple example: pass the map directly to the method, the query will take care of everything. That was all about this video. If you found this video insightful, please press the like button. If you have more such questions that you want me to explain, drop them down in the comments, and do subscribe to my channel. If you want to connect with me for interview preparation or general Salesforce discussion, you can drop the query in my Google form link. I'll get back to you. Thank you.